So this takes a lot of teamwork. You guys got to sort of be telling each other what you're planning to do.
Communication is important.
In any relationship, really. Welcome back to PlayStation Underground. You got Kristen, Justin, and John Lloyd from Ubisoft here. We're playing Trials Rising on a PS4 Pro. Justin is behind, I guess, the wheels right now.
The handlebars, right?
The handlebars. Oh, my God. Now, the Trials series is absolutely ridiculous. It is such a... for exactly this reason. You really have to, like, get to know your physics and sort of figure out what you're doing. And it really sort of allows for a lot of very funny gameplay if you don't know what you're doing, or very skilled gameplay if you do, right, John?
Absolutely. Sometimes still funny when you do know what you're doing. So.
Yeah, this is actually this is my first time picking up the controller for oh my goodness, for Trials Rising. I'm a longtime Trials fan. Excuse me if I'm a little bit rusty here.
You're doing better than I probably would.
You're doing fine so far.
We didn't want John to just come in here and blast through everything and make it look like a piece of cake. Because that's kind of the fun of Trials, is kind of practicing and eventually mastering it.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Because you're not going to be an expert when you first pick up the controller with the Trials game.
And that's one of the things we thought about a lot on this game. We've really taken a hard look at our tutorials and how we can help people improve. Because it is the type of game where you come in, the base skill is very easy to pick up, but hard to master, as we say.
Second place, womp womp.
Yeah, I did not get gold.
It was just short.
Shameful.
Just short of a gold. I'd say you're fine.
Gold or bust. That guy's
oh my God, he's all gold too.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
There's our guy with his boxing gloves in the back, obviously, as you do when you're riding motorcycles.
As one might.
Riding dirt bikes.
So yeah, so we're in single-player mode right now, but this game also has multiplayer mode. We're going to be showing off a tandem bike mode, which is a local co-op mode a little bit later, party modes. There's a lot of different ways to play this game.
Absolutely. If you want to check out one of our new features, you can go down to that guy with the red helmet there.
Yeah.
And this isn't going to be a contract, so the theme of this game is that you're taking part in kind of a worldwide trials competition. And as you progress through that competition, you're going to attract the attention of sponsors.
Ooh.
And those sponsors will give you some extra goals to achieve as you play through the tracks. And then, of course, some extra rewards at the end when you complete it.
Nice.
Use the brake. I don't know what that means.
Water brakes.
No, actually, that's super important in this game. And having good control over your throttle is super important in Trials, because if you just floor it, if you just
you're gonna
crank
crash.
it,
definitely,
then you're gonna go over your handlebars, or you're gonna not land as cleanly.
Right, and that's our very first tutorial, is actually
just teaching that
all about
mechanics.
the idea that holding full throttle gas is not always the best way to go.
Oh,
the throttle was a bit much there.
Well, I mean, while we're talking about it, Justin, can you walk us through what the mechanics are?
Sure. So the basic controls are really simple. You have gas and you have brake that you control with the triggers or the face buttons. And then you control your rider. With the left analog stick, you can lean him forward, backwards, or have him sit straight up. And the way that you control your rider manipulates how the bike is going to move on the ground and in the air.
Nice.
This was one of the series that really put a heavy emphasis on physics, I think, combining the stunt focus and the physics focus with the idea of trying to get to the end of the track first. Like,
yeah.
Definitely. The physics-based gameplay is a huge part of Trials there.
Oop, oop. Ah.
Yeah, there we go. How'd I do? How'd I do? Oh, so close again. Man, I'm going to get a gold before the end of this.
You got to watch that yellow guy while you're playing. He's the gold medal.
Goodness. I guess that's appropriate.
I love all of the ending animations, though, and all the crash animations, too. Like, half the fun for me is just crashing, just to see what
Crashing's a lot of fun in this game.
All right, where to next?
I was going to say, let's do one more single player, then maybe we can hop into a multiplayer mode.
Definitely.
Can I try a slightly more difficult level?
For sure. If you want to go to the right a little bit, we have some medium, hard, and even extreme.
Let me take a crack at a hard one.
Sure.
Let's see.
I would say maybe go for the Coliseum there.
Which one? Where's that at?
That's the Moto Gladiator, that one right there.
Oh, this one here? Ooh. Oh, that's medium, though. You think? Okay, I'll do medium.
It's a challenging medium.
Okay.
And I think this is a track that we haven't showed a whole lot yet. So,
all right, yeah, let's check it out. I got this. Now I'm gonna just completely wreck and not be able to clear the level, and I'm gonna look like a fool. But yeah, back to those level endings with the riders like flying into lakes and getting blown up and stuff. Where do you guys come up with like the fun, terrible things that happen to our hero?
I mean, we just kind of go for it, you know.
Is there just someone on the
a lot of the times the theme of the track is going to help determine like how we're going to brutalize the guy at the end.
I was going to say, is there someone on the team whose entire position is just dedicated to how is this all going to end?
Okay, yeah. So this is where Trials starts to get interesting, when the tracks become kind of more obstacle courses than a race.
It becomes a bit of a puzzle of what do you have to do.
Yeah, and trying to get those, like, manipulate those physics just right. Like, I should probably back up a bit here before I go for that.
Catching those downhills is often a good way to go.
There we go.
Same. Hard same. And I love that we're at the Coliseum. So, I mean, the tracks here tend to go all around the world, and it'll be pretty recognizable locations.
We have quite a few recognizable locations, and even just kind of like environments from different locations around the world, even if there's not any specific like landmarks.
Yeah.
We really wanted to go with a more grounded feel for this game, so
love it.
So having those realistic kind of locations is a big part of this.
Really helps with that.
Yeah, your last game, Trials Fusion, it kind of can I? There we go, saved it.
Nice save.
You like that? It was super futuristic, more fantasy oriented and everything. So is this one? This is more of like you said, a more grounded, kind of realistic focus.
Yeah, definitely. We had a lot of fun with Fusion and even with Trials of the Blood Dragon, which was a big departure from the normal Trials games. But we knew that a lot of our players were really kind of craving that more grounded experience.
Yeah.
So it's something that we really wanted to do with this game.
Justin wanted to play the hard mode of the medium one.
I mean, I'm still, I was
going to say you're still getting there.
I'm not going to get a gold on this one, but I should be able to clear it. Goodness, as I backflip onto my own skull. Goodness.
Oh.
There we go. There we go. Oh man, yeah, that's a long one.
Pay attention to the signs there.
Oh, got it. Okay, and then you have to stay on here. You gotta.
Oh.
There
nice.
you go.
Got it. Yeah, I guess when there's a stop sign, you're not used to seeing those in racing.
In racing games,
right.
yeah.
It is a thing that comes up from time to time in Trials, because every once in a while we do have those obstacles where you might need to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not getting gold here, but maybe I can still hit silver.
I think the silver has passed you as well.
Oh no!
But you're well ahead of bronze.
Yeah, I'll take bronze. I cleared it.
Amazing.
Oh, I almost
just
got
short of the silver there.
Not
Just
bad,
short.
not bad. I'm rusty.
That was a good job. All right. Do we want to show off that new tandem bike mode?
Absolutely.
Can we please?
Here we go.
All right, Justin and John taking on the tandem bike mode.
We got this.
I know.
Let's see if we're on the same wavelength there. Oh, okay. You want to do a front flip?
We started off with a flip.
I was going to say, so how do the mechanics change now when you shift into tandem
All right,
bike mode?
so the idea with the tandem bike mode is that we're both in control. We both have control of the gas and the brake, and we can both lean our riders here.
Okay.
But the idea is that we each only have basically half control when it comes to gas and brake. So if Justin's got full gas and I'm not doing anything, we're only getting like half power out of the bike.
Man, so this takes a lot of teamwork. You guys got to sort of be telling each other what you're planning to do.
Communication is important.
In any relationship, really.
I feel like it's almost like telepathic communication, because it's hard to. Things are happening so quickly here.
Yeah.
You can't exactly be
It is
like.
a little
It's hard to
okay,
verbalize
now.
that.
And I mean, it helps that you kind of.
Wait, so now what happens?
You wrecked, but I'm still going here. But
You got this.
I think that's about this.
Carry
As
me.
far as you can go.
Can we get it? Oh, I can't
Bye,
get it.
Justin. Oh, that's so funny.
But yeah, one of the really fun things is you can just kind of like one person can take off.
It's all up to you.
I got this. Yeah.
Oh, very
I did that all alone. You guys had a really interesting ARG you did a while back.
Yes.
I'm sure that there's nothing you can say, but I have to ask since I have you here.
Sure.
Like, what's the deal with that? How did you guys put that whole thing together?
So that whole kind of the Trials Evolution riddle is the thing, and it was a very extensive thing that went on, and it was entirely the brainchild of our creative director, Antil Vesuo. And you can grill me about it all day because he doesn't tell anybody anything. He tells the people as little as they know to put the stuff into the game.
Yeah.
And that's it. So nobody really knows except for him.
That's crazy.
But,
so
yeah,
for people who have no idea what you're talking about,
yes.
what is Justin describing?
So there was a riddling game that you could go, and there was different places in the game. This was Trials Evolution, and there were clues hidden all throughout the game. And so players were finding these clues. They were starting to speculate about what they were. And then in one of the DLCs, there was a hidden scene with like this custom song and like a little cinematic that went along with it. And some players opened up that song in like a waveform editor and found that it had some like code in it.
Secret messages.
Yeah, and then that led to I'm trying to remember. I might not get the flow exactly right because it's been a little while now, but that led to a website, I believe, that gave even more clues.
Yeah, it was a super crazy, in-depth ARG that involves multiple people around the world finding different things in different locations. And,
yeah,
like,
so eventually...
And working in tandem.
Eventually it worked into a kind of a geocache type thing.
Oh, cool.
Come on, come on.
So close.
There were some items hidden in real-world locations around the world, and players came together to find those. Oh, this next one's going to be difficult.
Oh! Okay, it's one of these. Oh, we flipped it! We flipped it!
Yes! I've never done that before.
Yeah!
That was awesome.
That was amazing.
This tandem thing is pretty fun.
Oh,
tandem is fun, and the harder the tracks get, the kind of more fun it gets, although also the more difficult it gets.
Yeah.
This is like, there are some ideas that sound great on paper, but then in execution they're not super great. This is the opposite of that. On paper, tandem trials sounds like a terrible idea, but it's actually super fun. I'm having a great time with this.
It's a lot of fun.
All right.
Okay, I got
We're
this.
in party mode. We have messed with some of the modifiers to make gravity much heavier, but also increase speed.
This is the.
I'm in the back now.
This is the lower gravity.
Lower gravity, I'm sorry.
And increased speed. The next one will be.
Oh, nice.
Where they're cranked up here, but
Whoop,
yeah, we're getting.
whoop.
Whoa.
Oh, careful, careful.
Oh no.
You somehow saved that one though.
Yeah.
It could have been worse.
That's part of the magic of trials is those really sketchy jumps where you're like, oh my god, am I gonna make it? And you like manage to save it. It's just exhilarating.
Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Oh!
Well, I didn't have any faults, but he finished first.
I think you're gonna get the points for that.
Still won.
Yeah. All right. We switched controllers, by the way.
Yeah,
so
we switched off
everything's all messed up now. Nobody. Up is down, left is right.
All right, so for this one, I would say you probably want to go with the squid or the rhino.
Okay.
Because the other bikes are going to be really difficult to control with these parameters.
Heavy and strong. I'm heavy and strong. Oh, I'm so pumped for new trials. Ugh.
Excellent. Not too much long to wait.
You said February, right?
February 26th.
Nice.
All right, guys.
Whoa,
Final
whoa!
round.
Oh, no!
And it's already going crazy
This
with
is
these
not-
modifiers.
Oh, goodness.
Oh my gosh. So intensely heavy gravity, but the speed is turned up.
Oh, God.
Y'all are a mess.
This is...
It's tough.
So if neither of us makes it to the checkpoint, then...
Yeah, we'll go back to the previous one. And if one person faults, they'll reset at the next checkpoint.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah, this is much more difficult than normal settings.
Ridiculous. All right.
Oh, my
Well,
goodness.
John, thank you for showing off Trials Rising. It's coming out to PS4 on February 26th later
Definitely.
this year. We're super excited to keep playing.
Thanks for having me. I was
Yeah.
blessed.
We'll see you guys in the next episode.
PlayStation